Have I mentioned that this set seems very focused on action die? Well, here's an action die in your action die set. The Eye of Agamotto. We'll start with the All-Seeing. When used, place this die on a basic action card. While Eye of Agamotto is on a basic action card, that basic action costs 1 more for your opponent to purchase. While on a basic action card, Eye of Agamotto can still be targeted as if it was in the field zone, so you can still remove it with things that would cancel a basic action or an action die in the field, such as Bleeze, the rare Bleeze from Warblight. Then we have Mystical Conduit. When used, place this die on a basic action card. While Eye of Agamotto is on a basic action card, when your opponent uses this basic action, Eye of Agamotto deals them 1 damage. Now, Eye of Agamotto can be targeted as if it was still in the field zone. It has a global, pay 1. The first action you buy this turn is put into your bag. So basically we have a sort of big entrance for action dice, except it's a global, so you can throw it right into your bag. Then we have Eye of Agamotto, reside within the amulet. When used, place this die on a basic action card. While Eye of Agamotto is on a basic action card, when you use that basic action, your character dice get +1 attack. Eye of Agamotto can be targeted as if it were in the field zone, and then pay 1. The first action you buy this turn is put into your bag. So this is actually kind of interesting. All 3 of these are very viable. I think the All-Seeing is probably the least of them because it doesn't come with a global, and it's only increasing the cost of basic actions. If you could put this on action dice, I might like it a little bit more. So you could put it, if you could actually put it on your opponent's lantern ring or something, I think that'd be great. But you can only put it on a basic action. It's still nice. You could prevent your opponent from being able to buy up their Vicious Struggle, even though they're probably going to buy those before you have a chance of using this. The Mystical Conduit probably has the most all-around use, especially if your opponent has basic action dice they're going to use a lot. So if it's something like a Power Bolt or a Dark Avenger, you're going to take 2 damage from it, but they're going to take 1 just for using the action die. So if your opponents do tend to be basic action happy, that's a nice one to have. But the reside within the amulet could also be interesting for you. If you're using something like Hulk Out, I think that could actually be really powerful. So you attack, you use Hulk Out on a character that is being blocked, he now gets +2 instead, and all your other characters get +1, so it's a pretty nasty little combo there. Or if you were doing something like using 2 Hulk Outs in 1 turn, you'd be giving all of your characters +2, so that's pretty nasty. I do like that quite a bit. So yeah, I'm actually sort of torn between the Reside Within the Amulet and Mystical Conduit. They are both pretty sweet. I think I might actually like the Reside Within the Amulet a little bit better. Scarlet Witch finally makes her return to Dice Masters. We last saw her in the Avengers Disassembled OP, and before that she was in the Uncanny X-Men set. This time, instead of an X-Man affiliation or a villain affiliation, she is a Mystic affiliation. But you'll notice that she has the same die faces as her Uncanny X-Men version. So Scarlet Witch, Witchy Woman. When fielded, search your bag for an action die and roll it. If you do, and roll an energy face, Scarlet Witch deals you 2 damage. Scarlet Witch Hex Bolts. When Scarlet Witch is active, when you use an action die, you may pay 1 to add it to your prep area. And Scarlet Witch Chaos Magic. While Scarlet Witch is active, when you use an action die, gain 1 life. All 3 of these are pretty neat. Scarlet Witch Hex Bolts, one of the previous Baron Zemos had this ability. You could use something like Superhero Registration Axe and immediately just put it in your prep to use again next turn. So that's a really nice way to just constantly be churning stuff through your bag to get to what you need. Witchy Woman, when coupled with like Parallax, is probably one of the most interesting. So you could search your bag for an action die you just bought and immediately roll it, and if it doesn't come up what you want, yeah, you take 2 damage, but then you can Parallax it and still possibly get the thing you need. So if you are coupling that with the Eye of Agamotto, which has the global that you can add a action die to your bag when you purchase it, you could buy an action, say you really need Prismatic Spray that turn, buy Prismatic Spray, pay the 1, throw it in your bag, field Scarlet Witch, pull Prismatic Spray out of your bag and roll it. Of course, after all that, you may not have enough energy to Parallax it, but still, it's a hell of a way to get what you need when you need it. So yeah, that's really strong. I actually wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing that with some top tier teams.